What's going on, Cat Gang? It's your favorite YouTuber here, Harry, and today I gotta talk about something that's really bothering me. You might as well title this video Old Man Rants About Hardcore Mode, because that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing this video a little bit differently because I've been watching a bunch of YouTubers and they're on camera and they tend to complain. So I don't know if that's why I want to do this, but I really just wanted to make a video where I'm sitting here talking to you guys, staring at the camera the entire time. Okay, I can't do that. In some way, I feel like I'm trying to transition away from sitting and writing a script and then putting that script into my editing software and then doing all these cuts. And instead, I just want to sit and talk to you. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I know you love my face. Aww. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. This is the video that got me started down the path that leads me to where I'm sitting right now. The question is, can you beat hardcore mode right now without the toxic gunner? And in the video that I made yesterday, where I went into a ton of detail talking about my opinion about hardcore, somebody dropped a link to this video in the comments, and it turns out that, yeah, you can beat hardcore mode without toxic gunner. But that is way easier said than done. And after I saw this video, I spent 9 hours trying to do this. That was 4 hours today, 5 hours yesterday, and that doesn't even include the like 2 or 3 hours that I spent watching this video and writing down the strat. That's a lot of effort to put into a video that doesn't actually get made. So I wanted to sit here and talk to you guys about what I learned in that process, because my goal was to use this video to make a strat and beat hardcore without toxic gunner, and I went in with an awesome team. I was playing with Mario, Ridge, and Pokemon, but it was so extremely difficult to do that Pokemon actually gave up. This process broke Pokemon. I hope you're happy, TDS devs. You made Pikachu cry. So my plan was to make that video and to get some exposure for this YouTuber, and you know, since I'm not gonna end up making that video, I at least want to give a shout out to Ignore This. I'm gonna link their channel in the description, so go ahead, give them a sub, head over to their video, watch them beat hardcore, because they do actually beat hardcore without toxic gunner. They use the accelerator, but they say in the comments that they actually switched that out with the turret and they won just the same. So this is undeniable video proof that it's possible to beat hardcore right now without toxic gunner and even without the accelerator. And another reason I wanted to make this video is because I know that Egg Ripped It is getting really close to doing this on his own, and I know that if he beats this, he's gonna write a strat for it, and it's gonna be way better than the strat that I wrote for us to try and beat this with. I'm also gonna link that in the description so you guys can check it out. It is by no means a finished strategy guide, but at least you can see what information I gleaned from this video. The player 3 role is pretty much completely done, because that's the person that was recording this video here, their player 3. So I was able to slow the video down at certain parts and see everything they did along the way. What was much harder for me to figure out was exactly what players 1 and players 2 did. So that's what me and Pokemon and Ridge and Mario were trying to figure out, and we just could not get past wave 25. We got super close a bunch of different times, but I'm gonna tell you about why we kept losing. So what really makes me mad about this game mode right now is that, yes, technically it is beatable, but it is so extremely difficult that I'm gonna go ahead and say that even if you guys have a strat from someone like Egg Ripped It, who's really good at making strats, I mean, I used his other 2 strats to beat hardcore already that use a toxic gunner. Even if he gives you a strat, you are still 99.9% of the time not gonna be able to win, because every single player literally has to do every single thing perfectly. The person doing commander has to do call to arms exactly the right time. The person placing down the ace pilots has to place the ace at exactly the right time, in exactly the right place, in the right way, which really is not that big of a deal. I mean, placing towers at a specific time is pretty typical for a game that you need to use a strategy guide on. But even for me as player 2, I was the person with the golden minigunner and the mortars. I had to change the targeting on my mortars at just the right times to hit just the right enemies so that we didn't take too much damage. And I had to change the targeting on my golden minigunner at just the right time and just the right waves to hit the right enemies, that if you even mess up on one little itsy-bitsy tiny thing along the way, you're gonna lose. The whole game will be a wash and you'll have to start over. I mean, we did this so many times. It's crazy. I mean, 9 hours of trying to beat this game mode, and we're not amateurs. Mario's awesome, Pokemon's awesome, Ridge is awesome. I mean, these are the people that made the Hidden Wave Strat video that I made for you guys. So if you want their credentials, they've done Hidden Wave Strat videos, they've done Event Strat videos, and the people that are playing in this game right here that I'm watching right now, these are some of the best players in the game, all right? I'm not familiar with all of them because they're using display names and I can't see what their actual username is, but I know one of these people is developer Big Head, who's a tester for this game. So these are the best players in the game, man. These are testers for TDS that are beating hardcore. This is what it takes to beat hardcore right now. And it's, if you can't tell, I'm pretty frustrated about it because I come to the game as just a regular player. I mean, I barely started playing about it. Well, I guess I did start playing it a little over a year ago now. So I've been playing for a little over a year. I wasn't one of the OG people that was here in the beginning. You know, I don't have any special knowledge about the game, and I just feel like even with Egg Riptid's team, those are really top tier TDS players, okay? So those are really, really good players, and that's what it takes to beat this game mode right now, is just the best of the best. And it's not something that you can just say, oh, here's a strategy guide for it, go off and, you know, play with your friends and you guys will be able to win. And I may end up regretting saying that because Egg Riptid might make a strat that is actually really easy to follow. I just know that from the strat that I tried to make and that we used for this, we couldn't even get past wave 25. And so I think that even with a really good person making a really good strat, it's still not going to be something that you guys are going to be able to beat. So we're back to this question now. Is hardcore supposed to be a game mode that you really can't beat? Because the more I think about it, the more I realize that that might be what Below and Raz are going for here. Somebody actually mentioned in the comments on that other video that this was similar to a balloons level that you really couldn't beat. Let me find that. Yeah, here it is right here, and I'm going to put this up real big on the screen so you can read it. So Alex is plural, that's more than one Alex. Alex says, hardcore is supposed to be like chimps mode in BTD6, a huge challenge that requires a lot of skill and strategy, and it should be a long-term accomplishment. It shouldn't require exclusive towers, but it should require lots of skill. I feel like if it's left unbeatable, then it's going to end up like Geometry Dash Community and Bloodbath. No one will be able to beat it for a few weeks or months, and then someone will figure it out and all will be well. Okay, so this is basically what's happening, is what this person is saying, is that nobody can beat it without Toxic Gunner, and then all of a sudden someone comes along with without Toxic Gunner and shows us how to beat it, and then everyone can beat it. I don't think that's exactly what's happening here. I think what's happening here is that we're getting the best of the best are actually able to beat this, but I really don't see anyone else being able to do what we were trying to do. And maybe we were just following a flawed strategy. And again, I think if anyone can come up with a really well-written document that we can follow, it's going to be Egg Riptid. So I am actually kind of excited to see what he makes. If he does do something like that, then I'll just have to make my own video reviewing his video. So I guess I'll get my hardcore video after all. But the one thing that really makes me think that this is going to be beyond difficult was just all the times that I had to micro-manage my targeting. And again, like doing specific things at specific times, not a big deal. But when you're getting down and being so specific that you have to change your targeting at certain times on certain waves at for certain enemies, that or else you lose, that just seems a little over the top to me. Because literally on wave 23, when the shadow boss is coming, if I forgot to change my targeting from first to strongest on my minigunner, we would lose because you just didn't have enough time to do the damage that you needed to with the minigunner at that point. And also, I saw that Egg Riptid made a video where he had a really good attempt at beating this without the Toxic Gunner, and I think he used 2 golden minigunners at level 2, while the person in this video uses 1 golden minigunner at level 3. So I was actually able to get the golden minigunner to level 3 a couple of times, and something that really blew my mind is that they said that if you manage your farm economy properly, you can get a level 3 minigunner on wave 23. And I'll put that comment up on the screen so you guys can check it out. That's crazy to me. The best I was ever able to do was one time. I got it at the beginning of wave 24 and we lost because of some other stupid mistake. I just wish I had had more opportunities to get to that point in the game to kind of experiment with 2 level 2 minigunners versus 1 level 3 minigunner. But again, we died so many times to just one little simple stupid mistake that it was so frustrating just getting back to that point over and over again that we ended up just giving up. You know, it basically destroyed us, broke us, and you know, left us crying in the corner. So that's where I'm at with hardcore. I just wanted to hop on camera here and let you guys know about that experience, what I think is really difficult about it. And even though it's been proven that you can beat it without using a toxic gunner, I still think it's too difficult. And maybe the point is that nobody's really supposed to be able to beat it except the best players in the game. And again, maybe I'm going to end up eating those words because Egg-Ripted is going to make a really awesome strat for it. But I have a feeling that even if he makes a strat for it, it's still going to be very, very difficult to follow. It's going to be, you're going to have to do things so specifically at just the right times. And it's going to be really hard to annotate in a strategy exactly when you do each little thing. But that pretty much does it for the video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like this kind of video where I'm actually on camera. Nobody does this for TDS. I mean, nobody even really uses their voice. Nobody ever goes on camera, very rarely. So I figured I'd just jump on today, let you guys know my thoughts, let you guys know about my experience, and see what you guys thought about that. You know, I'm gonna keep being critical of hardcore because I think that we can do better. But to keep coming back to hardcore over and over again and making multiple videos about why I don't like it is because I do like it. And I'm coming to this game as just a regular person who enjoyed the game and started making YouTube videos just because I enjoyed it. And so those are the people that I want to see being able to succeed. Anyway, that pretty much does it for the video, guys. Go ahead and let me know what you think about that down in the comments. I am going to make a video covering Egg-Ripted's toxic gunner strats for this, just to tell you guys kind of the same thing, like, hey, I actually won with these strats, but these are the things to look out for. And if he does manage to come up with a written strat for beating hardcore without toxic gunner, I'll cover that as well because I got your back. Go ahead and leave a like if you like the video. Go ahead and leave a subscribe if you subscribe the video, and go ahead and leave a turn on notifications. All right, that's not working. This is the end of the video, guys. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Peace.